welcome to core workout number 2.
CORE-19 workout 2, James.
CORE-19. Okay guys, so you've had a look at core workout number 1, now we're going to do core workout number 2. It is all going to be the same format, so the first half of the workout is primarily learning to properly engage your core, and in this half it is 4 specific exercises to focus on using and working your core properly.
Yeah, getting a good squeeze, making sure your abs are engaging.
And just understanding the basics of how to engage your core properly. And then the second half
is the abs class, so it'll be 9 minutes blasting your abs as hard as you want to blast them basically. This second half is probably harder than the core workout 1 original difficulty, so we look forward to getting some feedback on this and seeing if you liked it as much as we do.
But again, there is progressions and regressions which we'll go over before we start the abs class. Okay guys, so we're going to go straight into the first workout of the last core workout, which again is hollow holds. This time I'm just going to do 2 sets of 10 reps, but as in with the first workout, until you feel confident and comfortable at doing it properly. So you must be able to lift your shoulders off the floor using your abs whilst keeping your lower back pushed on the floor. If you have an arch, it's all in your lower back. That is not in any way engaging your core. It must look like so. Josh is going to demonstrate. That is not core engagement. That is core engagement. Okay, so we're just going to go in quick 2 sets of 10 reps. If we watch the difference between mine and Josh's technique, you'll see really the difference between good and bad.
I'm going to hold for 10 seconds.
Oh, he's good. There we go. And also guys, watch both of us. If you feel like you can hold for 10 seconds, watch the way Josh is holding. Okay, let's go. And relax. Take as long as you need as a break. We always recommend between sort of 15 and 30 seconds with these kind of exercises. If your abs are completely on fire, firstly you're doing it right, and secondly take a little bit longer, okay?
It's the first exercise, so you should be feeling alright at this point.
And number 2, let's go. Good work guys.
If you ever feel like you want extra practice on these, you can always do more rounds and reps. If you feel like you're getting a good squeeze out of it, you want to get a little bit more experience, then just do 4 sets instead of 2. But for the purpose of the workout being 19 minutes long, if you stick to the kind of structure we put in, that's how long it'll take you.
Cool.
Exercise 2.
Exercise 2. Similar to the last one, we are going to go into dead bugs. Again, the reason being is because it is so valuable when done properly. It really teaches you how to not just engage your abs, but your entire trunk, all your core. Okay, so flat on our backs, hands across our chest to start, and then we're just going to lift our bum off the floor slightly, and our legs up, just a little bit less than right angles. And really, before we begin anything, focus, push your lower back, squeeze into the floor. If you're feeling very confident and coordinated, hands in the air. And then you're just going to do 10 reps, alternate. Up. 1, 3. Up. 2. And this is where I lose coordination, so I'm going to the reverse version. Remember guys, at all times, you're really trying to focus on pressing your lower back into the floor. Do not lose that tension. I don't know about Josh, but if you do it properly, right now, my abs are really burning because I'm focused on trying not to lose that core tension. Josh is using pretty damn good form there.
I don't know.
And coordination.
I don't know.
So we're going to have a few seconds rest. I'm not saying anything. So, we're going to do one more set of those, and then we're going to go into bird dogs, stroke, Supermans. So ready for the final set? Let's go. Oh, this is going to make us burn before the plank. Okay, let me try and do this properly this time. Up. As you can hear by the silence, we're both fully focused. And guys, at this point I'm really having to work to keep my lower back pressed into the floor. So that's one way you know you're doing it right. Really had to work hard there. And rest. Okay, so let's go into the third and penultimate exercise of this core warm up. So, Josh, if you could get on all fours, please. Oh, yeah. Right, so we're going to look at the position here. It's really important. This won't seem as natural or as organic, I should say, to be able to engage your core in the same way as with the dead bugs. With the dead bugs, you've got a surface to press your abs or your lower back into. With this, it's more about awareness and trying to feel like you're not losing shape, if that makes sense. So what Josh is going to do is we're going to lift alternating arms to legs, the same as the dead bug, but just the opposite way up. And the intention is to keep a really strong shape in his back and squeeze his abs. Okay, so if you like to lift your left arm up and stop, as you can see, his hips aren't tilting. There's a tendency, if you can just turn your hips so they're not square on, there's a tendency to do this. Okay, that's wrong. You want to keep your hips as squared on as you can, your leg and your arm to be about the same height at the apex of the movement. So he's doing well. Okay, and then very slowly lower. Keep those abs engaged, your lower back engaged, and then alternate. 3. So we want same height arms, same height legs, and this, honestly, Supermans or bird dogs are a real giveaway if there's slight imbalances between upper body and lower body. So we're going to do 10 each side. Doesn't need to be hard. There's no real regressions for this one because providing you have basic balance, you should be able to do them. They don't need to be done fast, they just need to be done under complete control. So once you've done your 10,
focus on trying to get a squeeze in your hip as well, in your glutes, when you push your leg back. So I push my leg back and I flex my glutes. Straightens everything out, keeps my hips nice and level.
And this is one thing, this is the reason we're doing the core blast, the core engagement first, is because when people think of core, quite often they just associate it with abs or the six-pack, as many of us have wanted over the years but never really achieved. Your core is how you keep yourself as stable as possible. And within that, being able to engage your glutes or understand how to engage your glutes is quite a big part of it. Cool. Do you want to do the second one or should we move on to the last exercise?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Explanation there.
Okay, so we're going to go into a side plank twist or side plank crunch, sorry.
Like crunch.
So
again guys, hips are forward. We're not trying to stick the butt out. Hips go forward. We lift up and dip. Crunch and dip.
far forward as you can. One thing that works really well is gives you a good understanding of obliques. Also sort of glutes to some degree.
You see what I'm doing is I'm using my other hand and crossing it over, putting on the area of muscle that's going to be flexing and squeezing. So you should hopefully be able to feel a little bit of engagement there, a little bit of firming up as you get your squeeze going on. So I'm here, hips are forward, squeeze, I can feel it. If you really dig your fingers in, you can feel it. Drop down, feel it stretch. Feel it contract. Feel it stretch. Contract. Stretch. I'm going to do that on both sides. I'm going to do that on both sides because otherwise
Certainly an awakener.
I'm going to be wonky. So, hips forward, squeeze, stretch.
Again guys, these aren't going to be super easy for everybody. So although we say 10 reps each side, if you're finding it a struggle to keep form, do less reps and do it with much better form. If you can only do 3 reps before you need to rest, that's absolutely fine. But always focus on doing it as well as you possibly can, rather than doing 10 reps poorly. Do 1 or 2 reps really well, and that's where you get the value, that's where you get the benefits.
Absolutely. My biggest tip for this one is, while you're finding it difficult and if you lack some sort of like total body core strength, you might feel it in your shoulder more than you feel it in your side. That might be your limiting factor, is that your shoulder's burning, got to come down. That can almost always be because you're not engaging the muscles that support your shoulder very well. So all these muscles around the back of my shoulder here, I'm going to pull my shoulder blade down and toward my butt and try and focus on squeezing all those muscles in that area. My lats here, my rhomboids in the center of my back, that's what I'm trying to engage. So I'm here, hips are forward, and instead of being up like this with my shoulder by my ear and then lifting up, I'm pulling it all down so I've got this strong shoulder position, and then I can squeeze up. And those muscles stay on the entire time. As soon as those muscles give up, and I go there, then it's very difficult to keep the balance. I start to strain through my neck here. Just kind of focus on keeping the shoulder held nice. Okay? Cool. Just grabbing some water.
So that's our 4 exercises to work on engagement. And now we have the fun part. So Josh is about to set the timer.
You want to put 9 minutes on your timer, on your stopwatch.
This is really important, guys. There is no progression or regression with this. What we are going to do is we are going to hold the plank for as long as we can with good form. The moment the form goes, we drop, we go out of the plank, and we're going to do 10 bicycle crunch, 10 double crunch, 10 heel touches, and 10 glute bridges. Once you've done those, you go back into the plank. You don't stop the timer. Well, you do stop the timer?
No, it's just
okay,
don't stop.
Don't stop. There we go. I wrote the workout. Don't stop the timer. You go back into the plank until you have done the full 9 minutes. So every time your form fails, you go out of the plank and do this 4 exercises. However, the progressions and the regressions will be, if you're feeling like your abs are on fire, have a longer rest, okay? So for Josh and I, we should be able to go from the plank down into the exercises and straight back in again. Should. He's laughing there. That's what we want to do. So we're going to try and hit 9 minutes. I think, knowing Josh, what he should do is just 9 minutes without coming down once. But it's highly unlikely, okay? Remember, guys, the moment your form breaks down, that's when you need to go and do the exercises, okay?
To be fair, I would wager if we're going to have quite a few weeks in this lockdown, if you do this every single day, you should be at least 5-6 minutes on the plank by the time everything's finished. So,
and actually, let's have a little
really
test.
Need to break it once, but
anyone that can do the plank for 9 minutes properly, we'll give them their money back at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Any of you that can properly do the plank for 9 minutes, you get your money back at the end. Okay.
Perfect.
Right, let's go do this.
Okay, 9 minutes. Starting the plank. 10-second countdown. I'm going to do it this way so no one can see my hips moving. This is what peak content looks like, James.
Peak content. I can't really talk right now because I find our 8K C planks really quite difficult. So if you notice in my shoulders, I try and pull my shoulder blades back together. This is why Josh did it the other way around. And I'm really focused as much as I can, tucking my hips under. My glutes are engaged, as are my abs. Starting to feel it already in less than a minute in. Tell us a joke, Josh. We need to keep the audience occupied. Laughing whilst doing this is also much more painful.
Try and think of a joke.
What you do, because I just pointed at you when I said that. That is fun for me. So. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Josh is doing incredibly well. Heel touches. With this one, guys, focus again on not just moving wildly. Use your obliques. Hands down by your side. Squeeze. 1. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze. 3. Squeeze. 4. Squeeze. 5.
Shoelace.
7. Cheating sausage. Safety first though, guys. Who's right? And then glute bridges. Once again with these, hands across your chest. Pull your shoulders, shoulder blades right back, down towards the mat. Squeeze. You're using your abs and your butt.
10 bicycles each side?
Yeah, please. Back into plank. Looks like Josh is enjoying himself a lot.
Yeah. I wish I'd held the plank for longer.
Remember guys, it's really important. The moment your form breaks down, stop, give yourself as long a rest as you need, and then straight into the abs blast. There's no point holding this position if your form is wrong. He says as he's shivering and shaking. Oh, I'm not doing quite so well now. How you feeling, Josh?
I'm alright.
Bit of an ab burn?
Just a little bit.
Good.
What music are you going to put over the top, do you think?
Bit of Celine Dion, I believe. Bit of Celine Dion and a bit of Subo. Everyone loves a bit of Susan Boyle.
Surely there's a
CORE-19 soundtrack.
The soundtrack to 28 Days Later, I believe. Just 7 minutes left, Josh. Remember guys, this is the abs blast is accessory to the core work, so this is just to make sure you're getting a nice blast out at the end of understanding how to engage your core properly. I haven't taken so long to do glute bridges in ages. Maybe there's a little ploy there. You can see Josh's face now, he looks in pain. He'll deny it.
I won't deny it.
And he makes horse impressions as well, guys. If any of you need birthday parties when this is all over, Josh does horse impressions. Ah, I made myself laugh. Nearly there. Well, depending on about you.
That's good.
I guess you're going.
That's good.
Right guys, as we've said previously, at any point during the 4 main exercises, pause, take all the time you need to learn how to do the movement properly. With the abs blast, make sure you know what you're doing and then give it a real go. 9 minutes solid. Good luck. Again, any questions, drop us a message in the group.
CORE-19 workout 2, done.